This is why you come to these shows.
And why you
need to test drive these things.
That was so exciting in terms of ride, drive, smoothness, turn radius, not even close for me. It really answered a lot of questions for me that we've just been discussing for years.
Hey everyone, Izzy from Endless RVing. MJ's out taking some pictures, but this is a video that's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be taking you on a test drive of a 2025 Newmar Dutch Star model 4369. Now, normally we show you when we do our tours everything opened up. This one's going to be a little bit different. The 4369 is all closed up, but we're going to just take you on a 4081 that's behind us with the Onyx edition. This has the slides open. Very similar floor plan, a little bit shorter. We want you to see how everything looks with the slides open, and then we're going to show you the slides closed on the 4369. There's actually somebody in there on a business call, so we'll start with the Dutch Star closed up, and then we'll come back and show you what the Dutch Star opened up. I just want to show you really quick what it looks like all closed up. So you can see everything. Here's the cockpit, guys. And a lot of people will ask, you know, how does it look when it's closed up? Well, this is what it's going to look like going down the road right here. Still plenty of room now with the Dutch Star 4369, 3-slide coach, driver's size large, full wall slide. And then you have 2 slides on the passenger side. So you can see, you can clearly get to the half bath, and you see how the door opens. It allows you to get into the half bath. You have access to the refrigerator. I just want to show you. MJ's back. But this refrigerator is locked up right now, but this will open out. And then if you need to get to the master bath, it's just a hop over the bed and you're there. But when you're going down the road, you still have access to the bathroom. Are you back?
I'm back. There's plenty of space in this.
Before we get any further, we do want to thank the sponsor of this video is RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding makes RV specific mattresses. So how more appropriate would it be than at an RV show? We have had ours for over 3 years and we absolutely love it.
Right, and they have products for your RV and for home. If you have the sticks and bricks, you can buy a mattress for both. You can get cooling pillows, weighted blankets. They have all different kinds of products. The wonderful thing about their mattresses, guys, is that you can take a 120-night sleep trial. You're not going to know within a week if you're happy with that mattress. Take a few months, really sleep on it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and see, is this something that I'm truly comfortable in?
What's awesome about them is that they are headquartered in the USA. They have all different types of mattresses. So if you want a memory foam like we have, coils, a hybrid of foam and coils, if you have a soft or you want firm, they have all different types of sizes specific for RVs. What's even better, guys, is that since you saw it on our channel, if you go to rvmattress.com/endless and use the discount code
Endless,
you'll get 25% off of your purchase. We have hundreds and hundreds of our subscribers that have purchased these mattresses and they love them.
Right, and if you are a full-time RV or if you don't have a sticks and bricks, no problem at all. You just order that mattress and you can get it delivered right to your campground, to your door.
So if you want more information and you want to get a good night's sleep, we're going to put the link to rvmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding down below. So backing us out is going to be Andy from Newmar Engineering, and he said he has the gift of gab, so we're going to put him to the test.
He's a blast.
So far, right?
And he's not talking.
Well, what are you talking about? Let's talk about it. What are you talking about?
He's focusing.
Tell us a little bit about what we're about to experience as far as the 4369 and kind of your role here and what people should expect.
Oh my gosh. So obviously we all know, well, those of us who know about Newmar, the Dutch Star is kind of like our meat and potatoes. It's every man's coach, if you will. We've got them in a 38 foot, 40 foot, and a 43 foot. You can do a lot with the Dutch Star. And so with that being said, when I say you can do a lot with them, my job and my title at Newmar is the lead specials engineer. So I have a crew, outstanding crew back at the home base, that we allow customers to come in and say, I want the Dutch Star, but man, I want some different colored paint on the side of my coach.
That would be us.
Sounds great, let's do it. We have over 200 different paint colors at Newmar that we can pick from. If you are a fan of a certain motorcycle that has orange in it, if I can say that or not, we have that color. We'll put it on your coach. If you're a Mopar person and you need to have your tow vehicle have a color in your paint scheme to match your tow vehicle, we can do that.
Nice.
On top of that, most things in the interior, like your fabric of your seats, your sofa, your valances, down to even your tile floor, we can change that as long as it's in the family of Newmar and within the walls of how we do that, like the guardrails. So With that being said, you can customize your coach to your liking, so it is your coach and no one else's. We got a team back there in town that will walk you through this entire process. We'll send prints out to you for you guys to sign off. Yeah, it's quite the a la carte, if you will, but we want your coach to be your coach.
Are you ready to drive our dream coach?
Yeah. So we did a drive yesterday of another brand, we'll link it up above, and when we got up to highway speed, we heard a little bit of wind noise. So I don't know, are we going to hear wind noise?
We'll see.
Andy, I don't know.
Any old coaches you drive, you'll have some wind noise, right?
This was significant.
There's
wind
probably
noise.
different levels. Yeah.
With that being said, though, as well, you also have engine noise. Obviously, if you're driving a Super C, you have more.
Right.
We've done our homework and done our best at Newmar to make sure we have the least amount and hopefully none at all. So we'll see here in a minute.
Yeah, we drove the Supreme Air. It was not anywhere near as loud as we thought it might be. It was like a Class A. Obviously, driving, you felt like it was a Super C, but...
So you saying I can cut it really
Go for
tight,
it.
right?
Just go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the drive today is going to walk through a couple different things with you guys. Obviously, we're going to get on the highway. We're going to get some speed. We're going to do some lane changes. That's going to be fine. The exit we're getting off on is a little smaller course out in front of a home improvement store there. I'm going to have you go through a couple small things, and I'm going to show you the capability of the turning tag, but also the braking. With that being said, there's an overchange you have to go over. There's a braking point in the road, and you'll notice that our frame and our substructure down here doesn't make a noise.
Okay.
For some manufacturers it does. The Star Foundation in our coaches is second to none, and it is just bulletproof. On top of that, it anchors the entire coach. It's not just underneath us. It's the sidewalls, it's the roof. Everything is built into one big strong box for your safety, but also for your ride. Yeah, right. That is high class.
There we go.
Yeah, yep.
It's like a little massage.
It'll definitely wake you up when you're falling asleep going down the road.
Now, will this keep you in the lane, or is it just going to warn you?
It's just going to warn you.
Okay. So this is definitely where that Supreme Air, you can feel the difference
Yeah, Supreme Air's
when
just
you
got
punch it.
a ton of torque in it, obviously, and it'll smoke tires right off.
Are you really pushing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting up to speed, but it's super smooth.
That's what I like.
Very relaxed.
Yeah.
You can get up about 70 mile an hour out here, no problem. Speed limit 70.
So I don't know what the wind speeds are now, but it feels pretty stable. I think he's
Stay in lane, stay in lane.
So we were out in a Fleetwood Palisade yesterday, and if you watch that video, I don't know if it's going to be out before this one or not, but look for it if it is. We're on the same road, doing by the same speed. You will hear significant whistling wind noise coming out of that motorhome, and they told us
Out of the door. It was from
yeah,
the door.
out of the door. It was the door. It said it might need some adjustment. Right now, we're same speed, same road. Of course, you're going to hear a little bit. It's way
Just like you would in a car,
way
but it's
less. Yeah.
yeah.
Follow out just a tad bit, and then you're a green light here. And we're just going to roll through it.
Little different from the Supreme Air.
Okay. So we were talking earlier about the Star Foundation on our diesel pushers for Newmar. We're going to turn left right up here.
Yeah.
I told you about this road. Actually, if you see here on the camera, it pitches over pretty hard. See the rollover and the angle. When we go over this, listen, you will not hear any kind of chassis or frame noises.
Oh yeah.
Quiet.
Go straight.
Smooth.
Go straight. So that being said, that Star Foundation is solid. It's not, like I said, not just the basement, or not just the floor, it is the entire box that you guys are riding in right now. So it's from the cap, the windshield being glued in tight, to the whole way to the rear cap. The whole thing's one solid box. It's going to protect you, but it's also going to give you a nicer, quieter, solid ride. So here again, we're testing out the rear tag turning radius. You're cheating here a little bit. You're
in the left.
Take it tight. All right, take
Okay,
it tight.
now pull out a little bit, a little more, pull out a little further, and then crank it hard. Watch it through your turn there on your camera. You're good. You got plenty of room.
Oh, that's awesome.
2 feet there. So, and again, here we go. Right over this pitch again.
Right again?
Yep, right. And we're right over this pitch again on this road. And listen.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm so used to swinging out.
Right, in the Base Star, we have to, you know.
Well, your end sticks out further in the base
Yeah.
as well because the
Yeah.
overhang we have. Crank on it. Crank it. Crank hard.
You like them taking them nice and tight.
I'm just trying to show people. So we had people that were they live in they have a New Air. and they were coming here to look for like a 37-foot Ventana or a Dutch Star. Took him out in this unit right here, 4369 Dutch Star with a rear tag that turns, and he drove, she drove, right? They couldn't believe the turning radius you're getting, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday morning, she wakes up at 4 in the morning, and all she can think of is the 4081 Dutch Star sitting in her spot up here with the Onyx package, and she's like, 6 in the morning, she walks out, she stands in front for like 20 minutes, just looks at it.
Admiring.
Oh my gosh, like fanboying, right? I get this phone call from our president, Casey Tubman. He goes, "Hey, I need you out here at the coach." And I walk out there, and there's this great couple I've been talking to for like 2 days. And he goes, "They just bought your coach because the turning radius on that rear tag."
Yeah, amazing.
So and obviously, our Star Foundation, you guys heard earlier, our tagline is when you know the difference. And there's a huge part of that. And you guys know that as owners as well.
Yep.
And as you guys start to have more of those dreams of maybe a Dutch Star or a New Air or whatever it is in the future for you guys, you'll continue to find that quality that we have.
All right, so we're back from the test drive. Let's show you the 4081 now with the slides open. Sorry for the dark face on here, it's just suggesting.
So the 4369, obviously they're using it for test drives, and the slides are closed.
It's going to look very similar, just the bathroom's going to be smaller on the 4081, but look at the size in here. You saw it closed. Look at the size of this open.
High ceilings. Jason can fit.
It's so quiet in here.
That test drive.
AC's running.
I mean, did we really talk about the test drive?
I'll give you my honest feedback because we want to be honest with you guys. So,
Well, let's flip the camera. Let's talk together.
well, let's give them
All right,
the
show
walkthrough
the rest
first,
of the
and then we'll
walkthrough.
kind of talk. Again, this is where you're going to feel the 40-foot. Very similar setup on the 4369. It's just going to be way bigger.
gonna be bigger.
That's pretty much it. It was awesome. They bought the Onyx package, which long overdue.
Yes.
Thank you, whoever made that happen, 'cause that's pretty awesome.
You really have been talking about that. You love the all black. So, guys, this test drive was kind of mind blowing and kind of answered a lot
Move
of
away from the
questions.
generator.
So we did the Supreme Air, which for the longest time I have been saying Super C, Super C. I wanted nothing more than a Super C. It was nice. It's a beautiful coach, but the ride is different. You're in a truck
different.
and you feel it. With this test drive, it really, I hate to say it solidified, but this
It did for her.
This 4369, I mean, we always loved this coach, but in terms of ride, drive, smoothness, turn radius, not even close for me. That was like, so exciting.
So I was in the driver's seat, so I had a little bit of a different feel. Couple of things. One, turning radius, no comparison. With the passive tag axle there, the turning radius is so much tighter on a bigger, well, no, a little bit shorter coach. It's a 43-foot coach. Supreme Air was definitely way less, much harder to maneuver. Now, regarding
This is what you said.
regarding power, when I punched it in the Supreme Air, it took off. When I punched it in the Dutch Star, it's got the 450. Sufficient power, definitely not what the Supreme Air was.
Yep.
Second thing, once you get on the highway, the Supreme Air, it's just there. It's planted, it's tracking, it wants to eat up the highway. That's what it wants.
Yep.
Dutch Star, very comfortable ride. A little bit of correction. I mean, you feel it a little. It's very, very good, but again, you go in two extremes. When you
Right,
go
that's
from the
typical
Supreme
for-
Air,
right.
that's just planted. Dutch Star, fine, great. It's just not as planted
not a
the way it
Super
felt.
C.
It's not a Super C.
Right.
And now, what do you give up? You give up noise level, right? On the Dutch Star, very quiet.
You get the
Supreme
space.
Air, quiet. You give up about 12 feet of space, living space on. So you're going to have much more living space in the Dutch Star that's actually a shorter coach. So it's really what you want. What do you prefer?
And then I guess my question would be, okay, so if we drove a show hauler, now we've test driven a Renegade, right? But if we got drove a show hauler, would I feel the same way? I don't know.
Probably going to drive very similar, I would
Yeah.
imagine. Probably a lot more punch because they have a bigger motor in there. But this is why you come to these shows.
And why you
need to test drive these things,
Yeah.
because I may go out and test drive and be like, no, Supreme Air. You never get in the seat, and then you're like, this sucks. I hate this. So
Yeah, I mean, I
it's
didn't
very
hate
important.
it, but it really answered a lot of questions for me that we've just been discussing for years.
So we want your feedback. Put it in the comments below. Let us know, what do you prefer? Are you a Super C person? Are you a Class A person? Have you driven any of these? Have you gone from a C to an A, from an A to a C? We want to know, and more importantly, our subscribers want to know, because guys, these are big investments, they're big purchases, and you want to be sure of what you're getting. If you like videos like this, guys, to the left of us, we'll put our RV Tourist playlist, we'll put our RV Newbies playlist, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.